Alright, what's up, everybody? Uh, we are here with our hobby night stream, 2 hours tonight, 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Central. And I'm feeling Test of Honor. I just noticed I spelled it wrong. Um, but, so I've been watching this show on HBO called Tokyo Vice. And I've just been on a Japan vibe, like, for the last 2 weeks. And I've had this game for quite some time, and the minis are metal minis, and I love metal minis, and I just want to put them together. So that's what we're doing tonight. I've got plenty of other projects, but those are going to be videos. I don't want to do live stream on those things, and this gives me a chance to do some of my other stuff. So tonight we are building as many samurai as we can. I have a sake and kombucha with lime drink tonight, and I will have some, what is this playlist called, 80s Japanese city pop, playing in the background. So let's get into it. Alright, I'm going to turn this down just a bit. Alright. So, okay, before we get into this, I just want to shout out Mike Hutchinson. So I got a few pages left in this book here, Space Gits. Anybody that likes miniature games, I mean, just look at the art. It's crazy. This guy's pissing. He's got his dick out. This guy's got his ass out. Like, I love it. But reading through this game, this is like, I'm super hyped on this game. It's like a miniature drinking game almost. The entire book is set up in the layout. I mean, I can just see the love that was put into it. It uses beer bottle caps for the tokens and stuff like that, and like, I don't want to give too much away, but I'll be doing a video on this in like 2 weeks. But if you like mini games, this thing is unique and hilarious. I've not played it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to playing it. And all you really need to play is this little sheet that came with it. That's it. To play the game, that's all you need. You don't need this big book, just this sheet. So, I'm excited about that, but yeah. So, Test of Honor. This is Gray for Now Games, I believe, or Gray for Now Minis. Can't fully remember, but this guy's got a lot of cool games. I wish I had more of them. He's got, what is it, 02 Hours or something. Basically, it's a World War II game. He has, I think his newest one is, oh gosh, I can't remember what the newest one is right now off the top of my head, but basically it's medieval fantasy, and you play the cops or the guard in the city, and you gotta stop thieves and things like that, and monsters from coming into the city. Very different, unique play styles for both games. So, Gray for Now Games. Definitely check him out. And I think a lot of his miniatures are metal miniatures, so I like that a lot too. I never really played with metal miniatures before. Adepticon. I've held them in my hand, but I've never really played with them. But playing with them at Adepticon, it just felt so good moving them around. Like, this thing is like, this is a resin printer miniature. Okay. It feels like a feather compared to metal miniatures. They just feel so good and so weighted in your hands. I really like them. So, this game is a samurai battle game. Small bands. I think the starter set comes with 3 each for samurai, and then you use these cards to do different things during the battle. So, seems pretty straightforward. Of course, it's a 2-player set. I think this set was like $80 maybe. Could be wrong. Plus shipping. But it's pretty cheap considering you got Games Workshop out there charging significantly more. I might be able to get a sprue for $80 from Games Workshop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all in here. This thing's heavy. So, I have been a fan of Japanese culture and just everything that comes out of Japan since I was a kid. You know, kung fu movies. I grew up with a grandma that had, like, when I was a kid they seemed gigantic, but I mean, bookshelves that were probably 6 foot tall, maybe 3, 4 foot wide. And she had VHSs. Those, if you don't know what those are, they're um, things you used to watch movies on. Movies would be on them. You'd play them in a VCR, and she had everything from Disney to kung fu to westerns, and all of them would be color coded with different kinds of stickers. And she would have a log book of all her grandkids and children that would basically borrow these movies, almost like our own personal um, rental store. But me and my brothers would watch kung fu movies all the time. And then along with that came ninjas and samurai and all that stuff, and it's always fascinated me. And I like the minimalism, um, the nature, the mountainous areas that are always depicted and stuff like that. I'm not a huge fan of like the Neo Tokyo lights and stuff like that. I mean, it's alright, but I much prefer the quiet, gentle moving river and super minimalist homes they used to have up in the mountains. It is a dream of mine to go visit Japan sometime in my lifetime. Lots of cards. Another reason I wanted to do this, because I want to play this game, okay? I've got a lot of games that I have and just haven't played because I'm constantly looking at new games and buying new products and moving on to new projects, stuff like that. And I'm sure that is something that we all do. Just move these out of the way. I did start to print terrain for this game. Very finicky. Very thin printed material. But it does look sweet. Oh boy. Look at that spear. You see that? Oh, it's so nice. Hi. Judging off the art on the box, that is more accurate there. Samurai with a musket. Okay. So another problem I had, I know I had looked at these before, and I wanted to, at the time, be somewhat historically accurate as far as the banners go. And then I think I just kind of got like paralysis by analysis or whatever it's called, where I just got in such a big hole looking at all the clans, trying to look at the backgrounds of them, see which ones I like the most, which ones I want to paint up. And then, as you can tell, I eventually never painted any. So, man, some of these are so cool. Alright, this guy was a special mini. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think he was like a roaming samurai. I've never worked with pewter, whatever this is. I don't know how well that super glues in there. I'm gonna try to drill the little hole right here. Kind of feels cramped, like it's not letting this arm in. So I'm gonna try to drill it a little bit more, like open it up. Not super far or anything. I just wanna. Whoa, that's soft. It definitely feels better. I mean, there's still a giant gap there, though. I don't know. Just file it a bit. It looks like it's hitting the sword. So I'm just gonna file it a bit. See if I can squeeze it in there. Knowing me, I'm just making it worse. No, it seemed to work. It looks better anyways. And 3 and 3. How do you attach these things to people's bags? Oh, like that? Is that right? Yeah, he's got nothing, so... Okay, he kinda does. It's hard to tell. He does too. This guy definitely does. This guy does. This guy does. He does not. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got 6 guys. They've got nubbies on the back. Right here. That these slot into. So yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Glue? Super glue? Is that what we use? I didn't look up how to do pewter stuff. These must be the big beds of each side. Okay, so we got 1 gun on each side, 1 spear on each side, and then another spear and a bow and arrow. Okay. I think that's good. Not that that'll get to painting tonight. I'm only streaming for 2 hours, so it's whatever. I'll figure out paint schemes later. I would like to get them primed tonight, but fat chance. Okay. I'm gonna do this without getting glue all over my fingers. Is that the way? Okay. Man, I hope the super glue sticks. I just feel like it's not going to. It doesn't even do that good a job on the plastic stuff. Okay, I'm gonna hold it like that. Put some accelerant on here. Nice. And I was gonna look at putting green stuff in the seams, but I think the super glue squished out enough to where it kind of filled it in. Oh, that guy looks sick. He's like pulling out his katana. Hey, I might get to paint. These guys are pretty much ready to. I guess I could just glue them on, but I'm gonna clean them up just a bit. Not much for seams on here. Till I prime it, and then I'll be able to see everything. This is probably gonna look so bad after priming. I don't know how, because I can see the teeth marks without the primer. Man, this just eats it up. I might have tried just a regular sanding stick. This file's just. This guy over here. Do want to be careful on these hats. I don't want to chew it up too much. But this is where obvious lines are. Alright, I think I'm going to switch to a softer sanding stick after this, because this is just chewing it up. I should invest in better ones that have different gratings on them. Works good for the bottom. bit, it rocks. Shoulder. This is the boss guy. Sanding stick. Rough. Not rough. Let's see how this goes. This is just for the details, like on the shoulder pad. Well, it works, alright. Might be worse. Okay. Just flashing this. Just making his head big. Looks good otherwise. Flatten out the bottom a bit. Alright, this hat has a very distinct line over the top. Let's see if this works. Cleaner for another. It's definitely easier to control because it kind of bends around the hat. But it still chews up a lot. Computer's so soft. First game I played that was Metal Minis at Adepticon was Flames of War. That game was pretty fun. I actually went to go buy it. So they gave me a discount coupon. Like, hey, go to this booth and get the set. It's like, heck yeah. And then they gave me this mini. I just built this the other night. But this little tank mini, this is not metal, it's plastic. But it moves. Freaking sweet. When it blows up, you can take the top off. I just got a magnet in there. But the game's super fun. The miniatures are like the size of this guy's leg here. Very small, which was pretty neat. Super easy painting, if you think about it. But the game is really fun. I don't remember a whole lot about it. It took us half an hour to play the game with the guy teaching us stuff. So, I mean, that's pretty easy if you think about it. Alright, let's glue some flags onto some guys. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get crazy. I'm gonna do some battle worn stuff on here. See how that goes. I'll just stab my finger. There it is. Clean this a bit. So it kind of pushed out the pewter on this backside, so I'm just going to trim the edges so it doesn't look like it was pushed out. And let's see. It almost looks too big. So this is like a cylindrical file. Just looks too perfect. Circle. Alright, that's better. Hopefully it looks okay and get some primer on it. I got a triangle one here. Oh, this is a square one. My bad. I'm trying to put some wear and tear on this flag. It looks pretty cool. I do gotta clean up the edges though, because once the primer gets on there, it's gonna look funky with those. It's got like frayed edges. I'm not gonna put a hole in this one. I'm just gonna do some battle damage on the sides. They're too perfect. That's okay. I don't need to do it to everyone. I'll do those ones when I get to those guys. Okay, I'm gonna glue the flag, quick set on the miniature, and then attach. Come on, Ryan. Look, that didn't work. Wait a little bit longer this time. Here we go. Oh yeah. Let's get you on the base, dude. It just soaks right in the wood base. I don't know if this is gonna. Whoa! Oh, the flag came off. Just noticed. Why is that coming off like that? I wash these. I know I wash these. Alright, well. Rough it up here a bit. I know I washed these minis a long time ago when I first got them. So there shouldn't be any release agent on them. But that's almost what it's like. There's a release agent on here. Alright, let's try again. I need to put my lid on my super glue or it's gonna get. I mean, it feels firm on there. rough it up here a bit. Been watching the show Tokyo Vice. I saw it on HBO a long time ago and I put it on my list. I never got around to it, but I think the last season was 2024. It did not get renewed for a third season. Whoa, that was a lot of glue. Just dumped out. But it's based on roughly on a true story. This American journalist gets a job at one of the most prestigious Japanese newspapers. And yeah, he tries to get into the crime world as far as reporting on it, and has to do with Yakuza and stuff like that, but it's roughly based on a true story. The guy had the same name. I think stuff obviously is exaggerated for the TV show, but that I didn't know, that it was based on a true story. But love me some crime drama. It's good. I like it. It takes place in the 1990s, I think. Late 1990s. So that's kind of interesting. That I didn't expect. And it's funny watching it nowadays because like almost nobody in the show has a cell phone or anything. And there were multiple instances so far. I think I'm on episode 6 of the first season, where like just pull out your cell phone and give someone a call, like, but that's not a thing. So it's super weird. I've been listening to this 80s summer Japanese pop music for like a week. No idea what they're saying. Super summer vibey. I went for a run yesterday. It was like 40 degrees out in Minnesota, windy. And I turned this shit on. Super weird. Because music gives me vibes and it makes me feel certain ways. So when I'm in the bitter cold of Minnesota running and I turn this on and my body's like, it should be summertime right now. It's pretty weird. Noise. Man, I hope those don't fall off. This guy's got nothing, just needs to be glued. And then I'm just going to do a sand base for tonight. I can show you how I do my sand bases. Probably not any different than anybody else does, but I did not clean this guy. Okay. Let's put our lid back under super glue before it dries up. Another thing with these Japanese summer beat music, it's like most of it's in Japanese, but then like the chorus will be in English sometimes. I don't understand that. It's probably a language barrier why they do it, and I just don't know. Interesting stuff. The shins up here. Good enough. Whoa. Nope. You see this? Look at how wobbly he is. Massive metal thing on the bottom here, flashing. Better. Right now, if you can hear the song. Okay, so these ones, these are not actually basses. They're close. These came from this thing here, Duncan Rhodes paint holder. You put your phone here. Put your brushes right here. But I don't ever use it. I got my computer right next to me, so. Ladybug. So sick of ladybugs. Stream of the month, which is always a hobby stream. 2 hours. Stream is in 2 weeks, Saturday. Usually it's the same time, 8 to 10. Last time I played Death Wizards from Snarling Badger Studio. Fun. I'm going to continue that as kind of like a campaign, a solo campaign. But next stream will be day, so it won't be a normal stream. We will be playing something for Gaming HQ, the D20 is what it's called. So stay tuned for that. Fun. We haven't decided yet what we're gonna play. It's up to the GM. Of course, I suggested Death Wizards or Space Kitch, but we'll see. Might just be a board game night, but it'll be fun nonetheless. My Vanagander ship building video is like an hour away from being complete. I got post-production most of the way done. It'll definitely be out next Saturday for sure. Hopefully, I'm planning to finish it so I can move on to the next video, which will be the Kickstarter review for Space Gits. And then I think I got a GW video coming after that. Got this model here that I'm going to finish. Get it off my table. I've been looking at it. That'll probably be my next one after Space Kits. I want to get that painted up before December. Get it out of my face. It's not mine anyway, so. Dreadnought with a working LED rope in it. A couple 3D custom 3D in it. He's got a Nurgle Poxwalker in his grip. And he's sculpting on his claw and his guts coming out. Whoa, this guy almost doesn't fit on the base. Kind of crap. I'm gonna bust the base off of this guy. Sides Vix. I am nearing completion on my own website. I'll have a newsletter sign up, and I'll do regular monthly blog. I did attempt to do a hobby news video, but just, you know, every Wednesday doing something like that. And hobby time, trying to do a weekly hobby news video on top of actual hobby. Doing that, this is a way for me to get back to it, because I do want to talk about the news in the hobby space. What's going on with mini games, what's new, what's cool, what I want to see, what I want to play, my thoughts on certain things. Newsletter would be probably do some blog stuff, which would just be behind the scenes. And I have another game that I'm working on right now. Rustpunk is kind of on the side. They have a podcast that goes over indie game development, how they've done it, how they suggest to do it. And that's me. I'm an indie developer. I don't know what fun games, so just trying to take some of their advice. Rustpunk to me is beast of a project that I want to do really well. I've spent probably close to 3 years now, 4 years, and they specifically advised against, don't lead with your so I've kind of switched gears, and I'm moving on a smaller project, a much smaller project that I had on the back burner. I play tested it a few times already. I'm really just finalizing some rules, and I tested again a few times. But a brand of play with both games that kind of can cross over the place. Now they seem familiar, like they come from the same company. That's kind of the goal with that. But hopefully, I hate saying when I want to do stuff, but on my website, the game available for digital purchase. I'm not going to say what the game is right now. It's this big giant secret that nobody can know. But I got my wife to play. Understood it. She was walking herself through the game loop the night out and play testing it, which was incredible. She's not a gamer at all. So just friends and Gilmore Girls and all that stuff. So she doesn't. So that I think is a good sign. I'm really gonna do everything myself. Most things myself. I like to do some art, but the majority of it will be myself. I used to do character, um, three, I do a lot of 3D kit bashing. So probably mock up me, and then use something like Meshy to get me a base for characters, plural. And then tool of choice and edit, work smarter, not harder. And then hopefully, I'll be able to offer those things as digital downloads as an independent. I've got some other options that I'm going to mess around with. Stuff's good. It's just get these guys glued on, and I'm gonna bust out the Mod Podge. Going. Perfect. Nice. Ladybug. My biggest issue. Stuff away. Paper towel. Look at that nasty. Oh. pick up this paint? I did. How old is that paint? What the fuck? There's the same mistake. Hold. Right. Okay, so I think all of them are gonna have green grass. But I'm gonna start with sand. Sand. This is Mod Podge, a little bit of water. Crack it open when I need it. Get it all filled up. I'll clean up the sides if I need to. And then sometimes you go back after the dried. More glue on top just to secure everything. Kind of like. Huh. Probably the stream is jittery because I can cut my stream out. So I got internet in the house and in the garage. For 2 different routers. We got a 100-year-old house, so the internet in the house does not reach the internet in the garage because our walls are made of cement. It'd be really cool to do a snow-themed samurai army. I've never done a snow-themed miniature before. I didn't even know where I'd begin with that. Blue and white, some black, like snow and rocks and ice on the ground. That'd be pretty sweet. I wonder if there's a blue and white samurai clan. this one could be fire. Ice versus fire? I don't know. I feel like I want it to be historically accurate. At least somewhat. Oh no, I'm out of water. A cup over here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Paint water. This is a throwaway brush, so that's why I was using it for the Mod Podge. If it gets ruined, it gets ruined. It has its place. Alright. Now with the super glue having such a hard time sticking on there even after I washed it, I'm curious whether or not the primer is going to stick if I paint them. I have a feeling it's not going to. Which would be a giant pain in the ass. Alright. That's all I have for that. But let's go ahead and check this thing out. Miniac Models presents 75mm display model of the Ranger. Come on, I don't want to rip you. Just come off. Okay. Try the bottom. There we go. So this is, name is the warrior artist Tatiana Vetrova. 3D sculptor Victor Aguilar and Daniel Fernandez. Casting is CMA Creative Solutions. Concept by Miniac. Scott from the channel Miniac. Made this quite some time ago. He did a Kickstarter. Has said he will never do a Kickstarter again because it was a gigantic nightmare. Which I can see how that would be the case. But I want to clean this up some so I can get it glued together. So we'll go ahead and do some of that right now since I got the Test of Honor guys all put together faster than I thought. Make sure there's more in there. Very nice packaging. Kickstarter went smooth. Scott, you did great. Don't worry about it. This also came with a giant how to paint him like school program. It's huge. I got a little ways into it. I wanted to watch the whole thing first and then paint it, but yeah, we know how that goes. But I do have a video idea for this. I got the 3D sculpt so I could print it myself. I'm going to reprint it because the print I had was total ass. My first one. Did not come out great. So I'm going to reprint that, but I'm going to paint the printed one myself. Best I can. And then I'm going to do the class and paint this one, the cast one, through the class. So, and then compare the differences. I think that'd be a fun video. Just so much wall putty. What is going on here? There are 2 other models in this particular range. He does have another model called the Duchess, which is pretty sweet. That are definitely worth checking out. They're cool models. More geared towards display painting rather than playing games, which I do enjoy display painting. Not I enjoy doing the painting on display models because I've never done it before. I want to, but I can't say I enjoy it if I've never done it. But I like watching people paint them. I like what they look like afterwards. I have done a lot of traditional painting in my day, so I kind of feel like that's a cool avenue to take painting. These are cast pretty good. I don't know what the material is, but my stick is dirty with metal. It's getting metal on the cast. Naughty sanding stick. I would like to do my own cast as well. I have some pretty cool busts I've drawn up that I think would make really cool models to paint. So it'd be cool to do that. I would not go with this super fine, nice casting. I would 3D print them myself. I don't think there's a real big reason to do a cast like this and spend all that money. I mean, it's nice and all, but I don't expect anybody to, do some crazy competition with my thing, and I think 3D printing is pretty close to reaching this sort of detail. So, kind of seems like a waste, at least in my case. just making stuff for the heck of it. Looks like I already went through and cleaned up some of this. It's pretty clean. There's another program I want to test out. Duncan Rhodes Academy. That's like most of the paint I use. I have more of his paint coming from a Kickstarter. Whoa! I almost died. But he has an academy where you can go through classes and get like certificates and stuff like that for completing some of the stuff on there. And I'd like to spend a month just to kind of review that kind of product. I think that would be worthwhile. Goo! Just went cross-eyed there for a second. That is super sharp detail. I definitely need those magnifying glass things. I have the magnifying glass you hook to your desk and look through, but I want the ones that are like glasses you put on your face. I feel like those would work a lot better for me. The other one, it just feels like I'm not even in control of when holding. It feels like someone else is holding it, and I'm trying to line up my sight with how their hands are moving. I don't know, it doesn't feel right. Loincloth to cover the loin. There's that the tiniest casting line here. It almost looks like a vein. I'm gonna leave the one on the forearm because it looks like a freaking vein. Is it supposed to be a vein? Hmm. Tough cleaning up these tiny little flingers, little phalanges. Good. Well, this one requires a lot of attention because it's the base. There's a lot of stuff on here that can be missed. It'll be a pain in the butt to go back through after you prime it. What's a claw? Where's that moss? I suppose I can paint it whatever I want it to be. I must have gone through and cleaned these up a while back. 17 minutes to build this guy. Okay, I feel like this should go in first. Back to the super glue. Really not a fan of using super glue. There we go. I don't want the super glue to get all bulgy and yucky on this. So I'm going to apply it with this toothpick because I don't have that fine tip applicator kind of, this gel stuff. Gosh, hopefully that sticks. Well, hopefully the other leg goes on. Oh yeah. Okay. Do some in the middle. Go in this flat area. Do some more. Hold it. Looks pretty good. I swear, super glue sucks. Still oozed. Another reason I feared putting this thing together is I kept debating on whether or not I should do a sub-assembly paint job or just paint it when it's all together. I've done sub-assembly before. It's not great. But I've also done paint jobs where sub-assembly would have been beneficial. Looking at you, Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Those guys sucked. Torso on. I think I'll get this guy finished before calling her a night. There's a giant fucking gap in the back. A lot of it will be covered up. I feel like I should still green stuff that gap. There's a huge gap there. Look at that. You can see through that, all the way through that. Ooh, that's gonna be a tight fit. Did I fuck it up already because I glued stuff wrong? What is this? Yeah, it's gonna be a tight one. I might mess it up majorly right here. Push it in there. Hold it. It wants to pull apart so bad. That one fits better than the other one. Whoa! Just a little bit. I don't want it to squeege out. No. No. Go in. God damn it. Honestly, that was like a push fit part almost. Like it sat in there fine without the glue. I should have just super glued. Not put the fucking accelerant on there. Okay. A certain way this goes in. Looks like that. Flip it around and see if that way. Nope. That one. First way is that way. Ooh, I should totally drill some pinholes in here and get a string on here. That would be pretty neat. Like that? That seems like it'd be legit. Like this. Like this. All my arrows dump out. Not like that. Honestly, I have no idea. Straight up in the image. Okay, like that. Boop, boop, boop. Boom. Looks decent. Some giant gaps in there, but what can you do when you're using gel super glue? How's that look? I like it. Well, I'm going to set it on my desk, and as I make videos, you'll see that I probably never ever paint it. And that's it for tonight. Ugh. It's a long stream, it felt like. I'm pretty tired. Didn't get much sleep last night. Was up pretty early with the baby. But got some cool stuff done. Excited about that. Hopefully play Test of Honor soon. And I'm going to log off. If you watched, if you stuck around for 2 hours during that, hey, God bless you. Like the video, subscribe, share if you like to just hang out. 2 weeks from today, I'll be gaming with some buddies and streaming that as well. Not sure what we're going to play, but I'll announce it on my channel and all my other socials. So appreciate you hanging out. I'll talk to you later.